Hello boys and girls, this is Anders of course, and welcome back to some kick-ass Battlefield 4 gameplay. Got the DBV12 here, a semi-automatic shotgun. It's the last shotgun you unlock in the game. It's kind of like the Sega 12, if you remember that shotgun from Battlefield 3. It's semi-automatic and has 11 rounds in the magazine, or 10 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber, so 11 rounds in total if you have as many as you can. This gun teamed up with a decent scope, laser sight, and the full choke is just amazing. You saw me playing around with that 18 rounds in the magazine pump action shotgun the other day that has like 2 magazines you feed the rounds into, like on the sides of it, on the top, and I said that that is basically the best shotgun in the game right now. I was wrong. This one and that shotgun is the best shotguns in the game together. They're just... oh, they're ridiculously nice with the full choke. Oh my god, because these shotguns actually are viable to use thanks to the full choke, even at longer ranges. I tend to use double tap when I use this shotgun, just like I do with the Sega, but I mean, it gives you so much more range. I mean, instead of having to triple tap them at 20 meters, I can still double tap them at like 20 meters and still get great kills, great gameplay, great enjoyment. So I gotta say, my absolutely favorite attachment right now in the game, it's not the canted iron sight, it's not the magnification scope, it's the full choke for the shotgun. If you have missed the rest of the videos where I talk about this, like the full choke is simply like a tightener on the barrel, basically makes the barrel tighter in the end, making sure the pellets fly out of the gun in a tighter pattern. Basically means that even at longer ranges you're gonna hit with more pellets than you used to without it and get more damage out of it, basically aka more kills for less rounds. But in general I like to double tap this shotgun simply because I'm not the best aimer, to be honest. I mean, like, I'm definitely not a pro. I mean, like, I thank you guys so very much for like saying that all the time. It's a great confident boost. I feel like a boss every time you guys say it, like, oh my god Anders, you're a pro. But I'm no pro. I mean, trust me, there's pub heroes out there that are a lot better than me. But you're sadly a little bit right if you would compare me to, for example, the guys that were called pros. Or pro gamers or team players in Battlefield 3, because like honestly Battlefield 3 had no competitive side to it at all, like no real matches, no real pros. The people that were called pros in Battlefield 3, honestly, like meh, hardly better than me, some of them worse than me. I mean, like, honestly, not impressive at all. Like, the most impressive players I've seen has not been those so-called pro players. Those have been, like, normal pub stars like myself, like, that only play pub matches. I mean, fuck, I play PTFO, I mean, I play to win, I play the objective, but some of these pro players, sure, they play maybe the objective together quite well, but I mean, like, they lack the reaction, they lack the aim, they just lack the sass to be called a real pro player. And this is not the player's fault. They could definitely probably become pro players in the sense that pro players should be named if Battlefield 3 actually had a real competitive side to it, but it never did. It never had any big tournaments with big cash money and that kind of stuff, and that's what you need to have that grow. I mean, like Dota, LoL, StarCraft and Counter-Strike all have big cash tournaments, and that's how the pro circuit kind of grew and like become what it is today. And that's what I want to see in Battlefield 4, hopefully, because right now the netcoding is way too broken for that to actually work. I mean, a game needs to be consistent. Basically means that if you shoot someone in the head, the person should die 100% of the time if he's supposed to die. If it doesn't need 2 shots, of course, to kill him, because then it should be 2 shots 100% of the time. A game should never be inconsistent, and that's what it kind of is right now, due to the fact of the broken netcode, because the netcode is horribly broken. I mean, like, it's just as bad as it was in the beta, basically. I don't know why it wasn't fixed in the beta, but I'm guessing EA maybe rushed DICE or something like that. I don't know, that's at least what I hope. I hope DICE didn't do this on purpose, because if they did, I'm kind of sad and disappointed with them. But fuck that, I've been whining about the netcode all the time. Let's talk a bit more about the pro players. So, if that gets fixed, and we actually have a few tournaments in Battlefield, you're gonna see that quickly, in less than a year, we might have a really thriving, nice Battlefield professional community, like real professionals that you can look up to, like ninjas in pajamas, for God's sakes. When I play Counter-Strike, I'm not a bad Counter-Strike player, not at all, but really, like, when I watch pros like NIP, I'm like, oh my fucking god, there's nothing to to compare me and NIP with except that we play the same game. That's like literally the only thing you can compare us with, like, because nothing is the same with us except for that. And that's what I want to see in Battlefield, because I don't mind being called a professional sometimes, but I would love it if there actually would be real professionals you guys could call professionals, and that I could watch like matches of, like learn shit. I don't want to be the person like learning people stuff all the time. I want to be the person getting learned. I want to like watch the pros like do it, and kind of makes me a little bit sad that that is kind of missing in Battlefield 4. I mean, Battlefield 4 honestly doesn't need it, but personally I would love to see a real professional scene, because that would be so damn cool to be able to like see real pros simply battle it out that like I can really look up to, because the pro scene in Battlefield 3, like I said, it was pathetic really, because like they were just a little bit better than me, same as me, or worse than me. Like all of them. Like literally no one was any particular way better than me. And I'm not very good, like I said. I mean, I'm hardly average, and I've seen a lot better players than these so-called pro players battling out in just normal multiplayer. That like they have excellent aim, they have excellent map reading ability. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing simply, and this is something I hope is gonna grow in Battlefield 4, because it would be so goddamn awesome. Like imagine yourself like seeing someone that's like 4, 5, 6 times better than me going about it with 4 other persons or maybe 9 other people on his team versus 5 others or versus 10 others, and just battle it out on different Battlefield maps with different weapons, and also not have the same shit like everyone is running M16. Like it's just sad and boring. It's no fun. But that's like really what I'm hoping for, because that would be so goddamn cool to see. Again, like no offense to the people that did play matches together like professionals, but really wasn't professionals at all. I think just the community got the wrong impression about those kinds of people. They played like pros like together in teams and stuff and matches, but really nothing else was like pro matches, if you know what I mean. And that's simply because there's not enough money. You need sponsors and stuff so people can have it as a job. The only thing they basically do is play Battlefield 4 all the time. I don't know, yeah, like again, like I don't know if that's just me that thinks like that, but I hope there's a lot more people that would love to see that kind of stuff, like, because honestly I know I can't never compete in that kind of stuff if there were real pros, but I would love to fucking watch it, I would love to stream it, or love to commentate on it. So, I don't know, put your 5 cents in the comments as usual. Thank you guys for watching, have a wonderful day, bye bye.